Hello, today I'm going to be painting a tissue box to look like this. So here we go. I hope you enjoy it. I'm trying something new. I thought maybe I would do some painting and just kind of real talk and see how that goes. So yeah, I'll try to not ramble too much, but I guess kind of when you're talking and painting, it ends up being that way. Anyway, yeah, hi. So today I'm going to do something that might seem a little weird. I don't know. I mean, it's not weird. Well, I'll explain later. So I'm going to use Posca pens. If you watch very many art videos around here, you might have heard of them. They're acrylic marker pens. I'm positive they're not the only acrylic marker pen thingies on the market. There's so many, but I've seen a lot of Stanley Cup painting. Used to be other cups. Yeah, or shoes, or all kinds of things. Yeah, let me get started. Yeah, I'm going to just paint this. It's fun, it doesn't matter. This can be a really great way to get out of art block.
Oh, 1 mile in clog patches.
I'm gonna, let's see. Like, I'm gonna kind of use this as inspiration, but I don't know. I might just kind of use the pattern that's on here, at least to start. So we'll see what happens. But I definitely want some green. So I think I'm gonna go with this kind of, it's called khaki green, okay? Hear that? Okay, these you have to shake up. If you don't know, you have to shake them up. I'm just gonna try over here. I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna use gesso or anything. That might be the smart thing to do, but a lot of times I don't do smart things. It's okay. Yeah, but this is, I mean, we can, let's see, it's a little bit of an experiment. So it takes a bit for them to dry. I'm gonna let it dry before I touch it and see how it's working. I think these should be fine. These pens, one of the great things about them is they can go on just about anything. And they're matte, which I really like. I like a matte finish. But yeah, I think what I'll do for the purposes of this video is kind of, because I don't want it to be too long, but I won't get this posted if I make this too long. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know what I'm saying. My brain is going into calm mode and I can't think of words mode. If I make too long of a video, I guess what I'm saying, I'm going to end up with a heck ton of footage that is really hard to process. That's kind of what it is. Right now, with my current setup, not complaining, it's great, but I just have to watch how much footage I have to deal with at a time. That's what it is. That's why I'm doing more kind of shorter form things. Okay, so I kind of got an area. I don't even know how well y'all can see that, but I've got an area like a background covered. Okay, something I like to do, because I want to see what color combo I want to use. So I'm going to see how I like the green that I used as the background. Just going to do a little swatchy thing here. Do I like that with, I've got like a yellow ochre kind of color. I think it's, what's it called? It's called ochre, just ochre. But yeah, I love yellow ochre in almost any kind of paint or colored pencils or whatever. Okay, let's see how this would look. The other lighter color I have, really the only one that I have in Posca, is cream. It's called Ivory. You probably can't see that at all, really. I'm going over the green, so maybe you can see it a little bit. But I've got Ivory, and if I used Ivory, I could use a different, because what I really would like for this to be is pink again. So if I used Ivory, I could go over it with another, maybe a colored pencil or something else, like use a base of Ivory and then add pink. But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for now with what I have in Posca pens. Well, let's just do this. Okay. So my mom used to paint boxes, which may sound kind of weird. I don't know. It's not weird at all. I loved my mom so much, and she made these beautiful boxes, like out of just everyday things, like tissue boxes and matchboxes, or she had all these matchboxes, which I still have a few, and she would make these adorable little designs on them. And I mean, honestly, just any boxes that came around, you know, something like some kind of packaging or something. Didn't have Amazon back then at all for a while. I'm dating myself. Who cares? You know, it kind of is what it is. But yeah, she would paint on, you know, stuff from the store, I guess is how you'd say it. Any kind of packaging, and she made beautiful designs. And I think it was just like a stress relief for her and fun. And it made things beautiful. My mom made things beautiful. She would use acrylic markers for those things. It's back like probably the first acrylic markers that were around. And she got them at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby was around, and there were, you know, cars and everything. Anyway, okay, I'm kind of liking that, actually. I mean, I like it better than what was on here, so that's an improvement. There. I still have that going. I'm dying for pink, and so I got pink other things. Oil pastels, and yeah, colored pencils. I might try a base of cream with like the Posca pen, the cream colored Posca, or Ivory, I think is what it actually is called. Let's do a little bit of experimentation, because it's just a tissue box. Well, this is my cord wad, which sounds really gross. This is a vermilion. Vermilion is another one of my favorite go-to colors. Yeah. So let's test a little bit of Ivory Posca. That blue shows through a little more on with this one. Oh, you know what? I didn't shake it. That might be at least part of it. Let's try that again. I shook it. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay. It still shows through, well, it's still kind of, actually it still shows through, but like on the first pass, that's not surprising, you know, with a lighter color on a darker one. And this is kind of a shimmery surface too, or whatever, so it has a coating. Am I even on camera? Jeez Louise, sorry. Yeah, okay, so I think I was saying earlier, like my mom used to decorate boxes, and I think it was so cool and fun. And really it was before, I mean, I don't think Pinterest was a thing even at that point, or Instagram, or any of those things. Honestly, computers were probably barely a thing at that point, or at least personal computers, you know? And the phones we have now, I don't know, they were not even, there was nothing like that. That's what I'm trying to say, sorry. Still kind of pollen season here. I mean, it's a lot better now, but yeah. So yeah, my mom doing that and seeing other artists do it, I guess, too. But this reminds me of my mom, which is cool. She was amazing. I was blessed with a really wonderful mom. And she inspired me in a lot of ways. She did a lot of, created a lot of art. It was usually more on, sorry, I created another earthquake. There's nothing I can do except wait. But I'm just gonna kind of keep going. My dad did beautiful woodworking. He made all kinds of things. Maybe I'll show some on here someday. And then my mom would paint this stuff. Y'all, I don't think Etsy was a thing either. My parents probably could have made a killing making stuff together. They were so creative. They've both passed away. They've been gone for several years. So, but yeah, they made really cool stuff. So my mom's art was often on objects. And thankfully I have some of the things that they made. I have some beautiful Christmas ornaments that they made together. And toys, children's toys. I mean, just amazing. So anyway, yeah. They were an inspiration to me. I was really lucky. I know not everybody, some people have not great parents, kind of awful parents. I'm sorry. That's something, I've had some other terrible situations in life, but my parents were awesome. So yeah. Okay, so I have a base here of some Ivory Posca. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Try to put the lid on without causing utter devastation with my camera. All right, let's see how long. It doesn't take them very long. You can kind of tell if it's dry with a Posca or something like that by, you know, turning it to the side. And if it's matte, it's not shiny, probably dry. This one's still wet. I'm gonna do a little bit of background around this one while we're waiting for it to dry. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Thank you if you're here. I really, really, really appreciate it. I know I'm nobody on here, and I have hardly any followers, and but those of you who are subscribers, however you want to say it, those of you who are here, I really appreciate you giving me a chance. I know it takes a while for people, you know, when we first get on here, or even like I was on here, I've got some older videos, but then I stopped for a long time. And so, you know, I'm still like in the startup process, and I was waiting until I could do things better. I mean, which is good. There's a lot to be said for that, but I also decided just to kind of go ahead and work with what I've got and make imperfect videos. And so, you know, not that I'm not going to try to do well, but also just gonna, yeah, roll with what I've got, and I don't know. Here we are. Hopefully the quality will improve. There are some people who are on YouTube, and their videos are so beautiful and inspiring, and I really appreciate that. There's also some people who, you know, they're very real and they have imperfect backgrounds, and I really like that too. Like, they just are very, very real, and they just keep forging ahead, and I really appreciate that. What about you guys? Like, how do you feel about it when someone just kind of, I just feel like when someone just kind of does something, when I've been calculating in my head how, you know, how I'm going to make that thing perfect when I do it, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting until the right time, and then I see someone just doing it, the thing I'm thinking about, and I'm like, why don't I just do that, you know? And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. There's some other things I've got going on where it's the same thing. I don't want to get into too many different topics right now, but anyway, yeah. Okay, let's see if, I'm going to see if I've got to kind of turn it. Oh gosh, here we go with the camera. I'm going to gripe about it every time, okay? Yeah, I think this is dry. We'll do a touch test. Well, where's my finger? There. I don't know. Anyway, it's not perfectly dry. Does it matter? It's a tissue box. Okay, let's just go in. I'm going to try this, yeah, colored pencil, Prismacolor. So I'm going over it with the, that doesn't really work very well. Can you guys see that at all? It kind of just, which I'm not surprised, this kind of just scrapes it off again. I mean, it's leaving behind a teeny bit of the color. It's not, you know, it's a look, but I don't think it's exactly the look I want. So I'm gonna try the oil pastels, which I've got. Just see. This is a fun way to experiment. This is an old set. See, I'm an art teacher. I have just about every art supply under the sun, which can be fun. I want a pink. Okay, I'm gonna get this little piece of pink. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Right, you ready? I'm gonna go on a different leaf. Just, oops, sorry. I pulled the cord, I tugged the cord accidentally. How dare I? All right. Oh, that works well. Can you guys see that? Again, I cannot tell, but I'm gonna just keep going. Ooh, I actually really like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do for the pink for now. But I think it's better. Let me do a little test. Let's do a little test without the base and see, does it make any difference really? Oh, it does make a difference. Probably because of the the coating that's on the tissue box. So the the Posca pen acts as a kind of like a base, or a primer maybe. So if you wanted to do like a layer of gesso or something, which I do have gesso, I'm just not going to do that. But this time anyway. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. And it's kind of textured. So yeah, that's fun. And that's why I'm doing this, really. It's for the fun and for hopefully it'll look cute in the bathroom. I mean, what the heck? Why not? Sorry if I'm covering that up. This is so tiny. I guess that would be the benefit of using a longer piece of oil pastel. Maybe I'll do that on the next ones. Oh yeah, I love this. This is so fun. Okay. And yeah, I decided I could go over with a whole new pattern, by the way, right? But I thought it would just simplify it, help me not get so overwhelmed if I at least start with the existing pattern. Because I do like those leaves. I just want them to be a different color mainly. So yeah, okay, cool. I decided to make one side of this a little more complicated, if you will. Excuse me. I thought it would be cute to add a bunny kind of out in the forest with some mushrooms. So a little bit of tissue box decoration history here. As I was doing this, I remembered a cover that a lady made for me when I was a little girl, and I had it on my tissue box, and I'm going to show you an example of it, and it is absolute nightmare fuel, so you're going to have to prepare yourselves. But to me it was absolutely normal. So remember, it was the 70s. This was the 70s, y'all. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, take that how you will, but that was perfectly normal to me. Mine was just like that, except it was purple. It had purple fur. Baby face with purple fur. I don't remember the necklace. Anyway, hopefully mine right here is better. So here's a reveal of all the sides. And if you're still here, wow, thank you so much for joining me.